Well, hey there, and welcome. There's no coffee in here to the Ope-Eh Three-Way Pro Wrestling Podcast. On this our episode 94, and on this a commemorative episode of our anniversary number 2. Brandon here, joined by my good bud Pierce, as always. Certainly not no number 2. It's all 1A, 1B, 1C, and the Ope-Eh 3. Pierce, what do you think about it? How are you feeling? What are you feeling? You want to talk about it?
I'm feeling tired. It's not our normal recording day due to some outside interference, but it's just been a long week. But I'm happy to be here. 2 years doing this, and it's crazy, everything that's happened in between. Because I got Facebook video put up the last 5 minutes of Mania 40, and I watched that again. And it's that kind of directly ties into today. And now here we are. We've had wrestlers on the pod. We've had other content creators. We're now part of the wonderful Main Event Network. Make sure to subscribe to all channels affiliated with the network, including us, of course. But yeah, it's crazy to see. We'll get into it more in a little bit. But 2 years. It's been a ride, man.
Hell yeah. Well, and I feel like we've earned this opportunity. We've been busting a lot of ass with a lot of different wrestling over the last couple of weeks, brother. I feel like on days like this, especially when you get into your 30s, you just want to
it's been a really, really good week of wrestling.
It has been.
And you in particular were super mad at one thing. We'll talk about that before we get into the 2-year celebration. And to the point where I kind of had to tell you, dude, it's not that serious. And
no, there was some good in this week though too, I will say.
There was a lot of good. It was more good than bad. And I think the IWC crept out of you for what happened on Monday.
Way. We'll talk about it.
You want me to go back and read the chats because you're a bit hyperbolic.
Was I?
Yes.
We'll get to that. We will get to that. But first, Pierce, we can't put the horse in front of the cart. Well, I mean, we should put the horse in front of the cart, but you know what I mean. You know what we do. We always talk about it, Pierce. We always talk about where the fine folks who watch this podcast can follow us. And then we talk about what happened on this day.
You think you know me?
We got to talk. Stop.
Fun one. 2000 WCW Bash at the Beach. This is the Bash at the Beach where Hulk Hogan decided to swing that big old creative control contract and say, I'm not leaving if I don't leave with the belt. And so Jeff Jarrett just laid down in the middle of the ring, and Vince Russo threw the title at him to take it. And then Hogan cut that promo. This is why company's in the damn shape it is in, because of shit like this. And then Vince Russo then came out and cut a scathing off the hip shoot promo, which then led to Hulk Hogan leaving WCW, and then Booker T would end the night as WCW champion. There's a wonderful, wonderful Dark Side of the Ring episode on it. If you have not seen it, go check it out. And for that matter, congratulations, Dark Side. Season 7 just premiered with the first 2 episodes of their three episode run on TNA. First episode I watched, and it was great. Dark Side puts on quality television. So
yeah, it's one of those where I feel better about watching it than Untold as a kind of a comparison, right? Because I don't know,
Untold is a reality show about wrestling, which has some truth to it. While I think Dark Side, you're gonna get some actual real life stuff happening.
Right.
The wrestlers are gonna actually shoot. 2001, on an episode of Raw, the Alliance is formed. Yay.
It was cool at the time. It was damn cool at the time.
WCW versus WWE. Let's see what we got for big names.
Right. I mean, yep. Buff Bagwell,
who was there for a week. Let's see who else. Lance Storm. I love Lance Storm, but he's not main event talent that's going to lead the invasion.
Billy Kidman. I believe he beat Hulk Hogan one time.
He did.
And
Because
and he was with Tori Wilson.
Hogan wanted to let him win, which is wild that Hogan wanted to put somebody over. So,
do you have a stroke that day?
I don't know.
Bizarre, man.
2017, in one of the dumbest name pay-per-views of all time, Great Balls of Fire. It was a Raw exclusive, and it was actually pretty damn good. It was the best pay-per-view of that year, which is saying something. Not that there was like 2 good pay-per-views that year, but Braun Strowman would defeat Roman Reigns in an ambulance match, and then Roman Reigns would run that ambulance into another car, and Braun would get up and walk away and look like a megastar, and they couldn't capitalize on it because got to make Roman look really strong.
And Braun is of like Hulk Hogan proportions too, which is even more baffling to me.
And then Brock Lesnar would retain against Samoa Joe, which was the wrong choice, but it was a banger match.
Yeah.
And then 2 happy birthdays. Happy birthday to Shelton Benjamin. Believe it or not, you cannot stop him. No, I'm tired, man. I'm sorry. And throw it up. Happy birthday, Kevin Nash.
Big D.
Big Diesel. Big Daddy Cool. He's one of those people that I would like to meet at WrestleCon if he's there for Minneapolis. But I also I just want to talk to him because he's good friends with the heroes. So like I don't want to talk to him about wrestling. I want to talk to him about the heroes.
Basketball. Oh, the heroes. Sure.
Not Tyler Hero. I want to talk to him about David Hero and Cal Hero.
Why not all 3? I mean, he could. Maybe.
Anyway, this is like the first time this has happened since I think 1999, because I know you love TNA, but it was never a viable number 2 option. It wasn't. It never was.
There was a time, brother. Not to the same vitality as one AEW, but
it wasn't.
It was gaining a lot of momentum. You had a lot of big stars that signed.
It had momentum, but it was not number 2.
What else was number 2 if not TNA at the time?
Okay, WWE, WCW, they were on the same level.
Sure.
WWE, you can maybe not say they are, but AEW is the only other game in town that's selling out 10,000 seats arenas. So I'm going to
right.
TNA never ever sold out a 10,000 seat arena.
No, they hadn't. But I don't know. I get to kind of really look introspectively at
it was the number 2 promotion in the United States, which mattered, but it was an alternative. It wasn't competition.
Well, yeah, they didn't have the bankroll that Tony. Right. They didn't have the same kind of bankroll. They were kind of grassroots.
I think it was 1999. I want to say when Finger Poke of Doom and then Mankind winning the WWF title. The 2 major wrestling companies had their world championships change hands in the same week. Yesterday, Kenny Omega defeated MJF to win the AEW World Championship in a banger. And maybe Kenny's best kick out at one. And that's coming from somebody whose favorite match is him and Hangman Page versus the Young Bucks, where he kicked out of 1 from the Golden Trigger because the Young Bucks are being little cheeky assholes. And we're like, we're going to do what you and your best boyfriend do, Kenny. Kenny's like, no, not here. No way, sister. No. But yeah, I was pulling for Kenny. I thought it was going to be a non-finish, but it seems like all in, we're looking towards a triple threat now, which is totally fine with me. And also Willow Nightingale is back, and that just makes me happy because Willow's the best.
Was she hurt?
Yeah.
Was she hurt?
She was hurt. It was just, I think it was a Mr. Kennedy type injury where it looked worse than it was, and she was able to come back quicker. So,
freeze her up.
I'm good with that. fucking. But the one I want to talk about is Monday. Sami Zayn was supposed to defend against Cody. Gunther took out Cody, and CM Punk would make his return. And you and Donnie, for that matter, are acting like it's the end of the world. It's not at all. CM
That's
Punk
trash.
is the second biggest draw. It's not trash. Sammy was never going to have a long reign. They could have kept it going
more than 9 days, though.
But
I mean, they could have, at least kept it going to SummerSlam.
With a character like Sami Zayn, he's never going to have that long of a reign. It was never going to happen. Even his NXT title reign, that was only 60 days.
Right. That was, about 2 months longer than his WWE title reign, which, I mean,
Roddy Piper never held the WWE championship. Ted DiBiase never held the WWE championship.
That's different here. I don't know, dude. Like, the thing about it is, sure, but is that going to be?
Finn Balor has been a Universal Champion, but he's never held the WWE championship.
But is that going to be
held it? Let's see who else in the past 10 years
has got. Is this we're going to say is the cop out for every single oh well, he got fucked over. Oh well, but it's okay because some of these guys never even got the chance.
There's no cop out. When somebody Sammy got a reign with the WWE championship. I understand your frustration, but
the Stan Stasiak reign, the less Quebecois.
He held the title. He's in the record books. CM Punk is the second biggest draw, second or third, depending on how you feel, Cody, that WWE currently has. And WWE, no matter what, above all else, especially with TKO, is built on drawing money. And Roman is now on Raw full time. And I'm seeing a lot of shit with CM Punk. Oh, he left for 2 months. He's now being a hypocrite because The Rock beat him for the title and The Rock wasn't full time. CM Punk has been full time minus his injury since he came back. He took 2 months off after carrying Raw on his back for 5 months, and carried it to WrestleMania because Roman wasn't around most of the build. And you may have Punk fatigue, and I get it. I think part of that is that you just dislike people singing along the themes because that is consistent with you. You cannot sit there and say it's not because
it's bullshit because you have all these people. There's such a weird dichotomy of people who are like, we recognize that a lot of these guys are well into their 40s, and it's like, oh well, but they're in their, they're more athletic than the 40-plus-year-olds of their time, so we're going to keep them on the top longer, and we're going to dedicate. We got to take a story that we can kind of build with this. We can do something different, but we're going to cut it flat because we got to do something predictable. We got to do something
that
we called
for WrestleMania 42.
Long-term. This long-term planning shit, dude, man. I don't know. Well, and then there's the thing with Cody
that they can build
and Punk.
For that is Cody and Punk, and I 100% see CM Punk turning heel and being a heel champion. If they don't, fine. I think it's over. It's due for CM Punk to turn and go let's lean into this corporate man Punk thing. You and Donnie both said, "Oh, I think Punk had it in his contract. He's got to win a title in Chicago." Come on, man.
Dude, he probably made them kiss all sorts of ass to get him back. Even despite the fact that he acted like a
Punk
fucking child and got fired.
Shawn Michaels 0-2 run since he's come back.
Oh yeah. I'm not here to make friends. I'm just here to make money. Wink.
Okay.
And he wasn't fucking lying.
He wasn't lying.
The thing is, this whole.
Are you gonna sit there and say that this 3-year run that he's had has been bad? It has been some of the best work on the mic, in the ring, leading the
even a commentary. We're gonna, I don't know, man. I'm not saying it was a bad run. I'm just saying it's frustrating when you have, again, like you're talking about all of these guys. It's kind of like, and people use the Attitude Era as a comparison, or even the Ruthless Aggression Era, when you have numerous potential main event talents, you have numerous guys who you could give the ball to even for a bit, but it's always the same. And we've had this conversation about it. Seems to be the same old type of recycled shit. When it comes to a big pay-per-view, they have to go to a big guy. Oh, they've the same new era we were on the precipice of, for the last 3 months, and then the last 3 years.
Trick, Javon, all this.
It can't come soon enough, dude.
All these guys are going to retire very soon, Like you have to just breathe because people are acting like this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I get it. Punk just
these
came
guys
back,
aren't going to have
won the
many
title.
opportunities either. Sammy won't.
Sammy's been grinding for 10 years, and I
LA
understand.
Knight won't have many more opportunities.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but like you just have to let's breathe a little bit because this is fine. It's
give it to old man Punk. Look in my eyes, what do you see? I'm sorry, dude. Like it's just
you just don't like people singing with themes. You don't.
I don't mind people singing with themes. It's just it's tiresome to hear this. Like I don't fully comprehend, and whatever you could call it, I don't like fun. You can call it I don't like the popular thing, this, that, and the other thing. I guess I don't really fully. I understood why Punk was popular. I understood like the fact that he, of course, is like one of the biggest like ancillary draws for fact that like for what happened to him, what got him fired from WWE in the first place, and all the shit that he stood for, it validated his stance on so much shit. Even though, you know, for the time they gave him a lot of really good shit. You know, they gave him a 434-day title reign. And we could talk about the Laurinaitis and the Cena and all that too. But if we want to talk about record books, like, you know, and then, yeah, he got fired and you know, AJ followed it because out of principle, which good on her. And yes, it was fucked up. And then Punk went out and he, you know, burned every bridge and he bitched forever and ever. And then he got to AEW, which I don't know how the hell, you know, in Punk's position, you get fired from fucking AEW, man. Like it's just he goes out.
AEW is a completely different story because there were so many outside voices causing issues with the inmates running the asylum, and AEW clearly has been fine. Like without him, they're on the run of their life right now. I think this is the best.
Oh yeah,
been. But like CM Punk being the champion, I understand beating Sami Zayn is annoying, but it's far from bad. That's my point. Like it's a big thing because SmackDown wants Punk, like USA Network wants Punk. And
right.
I think Sammy should be in the match at SummerSlam. I'm not saying he shouldn't. Are they going to put him in there? Probably not, but we're still a month out. Like we have to we're not bookers. We're not we have a podcast and we're fans. We gotta we couldn't book this better than they could. We have to step back, and I understand you don't think Punk is a credible threat because he's older, he's gray, like you don't like old
bionic.
Like it's whatever, man. Like CM Punk is still fucking CM Punk. Like he's number one on my Mount Rushmore for a reason, and this run that he's had since the summer of 2024 has been nothing short of phenomenal. Everything has delivered in my eyes. His feud with Drew, his feud with Seth, first Mania main event, Vision stuff withstanding for the most part, but even then he still made it somewhat interesting. And then he had the match with Gunther where he won the world title, and then he got the world title back when he wasn't supposed to and ran with it, and I guess was picking people to defend against. We wouldn't have had Finn Balor in 2 title matches without CM Punk. Finn Balor just said that,
which is bullshit.
Finn Balor said that Punk picked him. He believes he doesn't think the brass picked him. So like, and then he had literally, I think, a top 3 WrestleMania main event with Roman Reigns, and he takes 2 months off, and people are like, he's a hypocrite. He's a part timer. Punk has been full time the entire time he's been back.
Well, like those tweets those weren't real, you know, like with all like they tried to post a picture of him up on the turnbuckle, and then it's Drew and who are the other guys who they posted? For sure, Drew was up there. Becky Lynch, Seth, all this like those weren't real. I mean, I can see like right, you're right. Like people are online kind of griping about how he just kind of was there and came back. And the fact of the matter is too, like, right, on that point, I firmly believe that I don't know why they were going to Jones so hard to get him back, maybe as much despite AEW than anything. But I firmly believe that they wrote just a random WWE title win in Chicago for him. Like, why wouldn't they?
No, it was planned. WON has come out, and I know we talk our shit about Meltzer and Alvarez, but like Sammy was supposed to win it at 43. They moved it up. So, because I think CM Punk going into the chase against Cody Rhodes would be a lot less compelling versus Cody going after CM Punk.
Cody chasing anything at this juncture is just fucking flat to me.
But
and that's
Cody
no fault of Cody's necessarily.
Versus Cody as champion is a lot more compelling. So putting the title, even in a transitional way, on Sami Zayn in a shock win, even if only for 9 days, puts him in the history books and gives Sami his fucking moment, which at this point I didn't even think was possible. So even if
a lot of people didn't think it was possible,
Saudi or shut up some hardcore fans or whatever, Sami got his fucking moment, and then CM Punk gets a homecoming moment in Chicago. And what would have been worse, Cody winning or in Chicago or CM Punk? Because the answer is Cody.
It's just the fact that we had to come to this point where it had to be Sami, and if they're not going to make anything out of that, I can see that too, unfortunately, because Sami is not a draw, and the fact of the matter is that everything is so corporate and soulless, and Sami, you got to be a draw by some ambiguous measure.
Draw in the way of a CM Punk or a Cody Rhodes, and that's not on Sami. That's on the booking. You want to criticize the booking for not pushing Sami more after the bloodline? Totally fine. But this is not on Punk. This is on, I would say it's more on TKO. All I'm saying is that it's a good thing. Like, we're going to go to SummerSlam.
It can be a good thing.
We're going to see most likely Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. CM Punk 100%. Basically in his second prime. Cody at the height of his powers in a match that, if we look back, let's say 15 years ago, it would have just been a mid-card title match. And now I don't want them to main event, but I think they most likely will main event night one. I would
despite AEW.
Ope Brock main event, but
which it should.
This is like the story writes itself. They already have teased it, and instead of having it wait, and then Cody holds the title till Mania next year, it's a little different. I think there's a good to come out of it. I still think Sami should be in the chase. I think this leads to a Sami Royal Rumble win, because I think it's going to get, I don't think it's going to get Daniel Bryan-esque push, but I think his momentum is not going to slow. So we just gotta breathe, man. It's okay. Sometimes you got to trust the process.
It's irritating. It's the fact that if anything's in Chicago, Punk's going to fucking go out and everyone's going to circle jerk about it and just, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. I'll be honest.
He's the most famous wrestler ever from Chicago.
Well, sure,
at
but
this point is a bona fide legend and first ballot Hall of Famer. And you may not like people singing his song. You may not like Old Man Punk. But no matter what, there is a reason that it's Piper in Portland, Brett in Canada, Punk in Chicago. That's it. You just got to step back, smell the roses, man.
There's too much talent on the fucking roster that gets there and gets let go, in many cases unceremoniously, where they're not even able to get something so simple. I think of, for instance, I don't know, man, disregard. I was going to say something about Sheamus and the Intercontinental Championship, and why can't we finish this man's Grand Slam? And he's been in the company for 19 years, and he's
honestly
headlined, and he's tried to make chicken salad out of chicken shit in some really hard times to watch the WWE. And then it's just we're just going to let him be.
Let him go on an indie run. Hell,
I'm not saying don't let him go on an indie run.
Put him in AEW,
brother.
Even if he's not wanted. Put him and Claudio back together. And let them run roughshod in that tag division. Give me
I don't know, man.
2.0. Bam.
Well, that's another thing too, man. How I loved the bar. I love the bar. Don't get me wrong. Oh, it's this one.
No, it's this.
What?
It's the thumb. Man.
Oh, yeah, the bar. No, I thought we were doing so. Okay, disregard. It's been a minute. But again, to my point, what I was going to make, I don't want AEW to become a trapping for millennial nostalgia for pro wrestling either.
It's not, though.
You remember the bar? You remember the Hurt? You remember the Hurt business? You guys remember this golden age of NXT? Well, guess what? You can see it on AEW because WWE don't want that shit. So guess where else you can watch it? And it's been that way for a while too. In many cases, I know
it's not even close to that. The world title match is going into
they've had their pockets.
Is going to be Kenny Omega versus probably MJF again, and it's going to be Willow versus Tekla, which has nothing to do with NXT.
I'm just saying they've had their pockets, and I hope they don't recede back.
They've had their pockets, but the things that they've brought back, for the most part, the only one that didn't work was the Undisputed Kingdom, even though it should have, but that was due to Adam Cole being hurt. But
and the Hurt Syndicate, let's be real, doesn't really draw flies on anything either. So
just let them show up and beat the shit out of people. That's all they need to do.
Mm.
That's all I want.
I guess. I mean, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted a bit. I was hoping for a bit more of the Hurt because, of course, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley are like A1 athletes. They're going to be A1 athletes until they're in the fucking dirt, right? But it's just like, at the same time, man, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like they and WWE have such huge rosters, and there could be time given. I mean, AEW, I will give it credit, and I shit on them all the time for having innumerable mid-card titles for their men and all this other, but like they somehow find time on Dynamite Collision. I'm not going to talk about the sister company. Don't worry about it, but it's just they somehow find time that I feel like is proportionate for all of their worthwhile talent, right? Like hell, they even got the workhorsemen out there somehow, some way.
The talent roster on both is very healthy, but sometimes you still have to wait for some people to get to the top. Like, as much as I wanted to see Oba go both nights, I understand why they didn't. Like, it's us as wrestling fans, sometimes Paul Heyman said it on Chris Van Vliet. Sometimes it's not about the immediate moment. We have to be patient. Cody winning at 40 is the perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
That moment meant so much more at 40 than it would have if he won at 39.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And in hindsight, yeah, that's absolutely true.
Sammy winning 9 or 12 days ago now, or whatever it is. It took 10 years to get to that moment. And it meant, even if it was Saudi Arabia, which obviously I have my feelings on, it's still,
I think we all did.
Sammy got his moment, man. Like,
it's the fact that it was usurped, and like if they really need to give it justice and do something, because there's a lot of story to be told between Sammy and Punk as well. And I've said it, like they've crawled out the same hill of dirt that they did years and years ago. And if they want to give it the time, then I'd be very, very happy. I mean, they're going to do Sammy Arabia. Like I'm pretty sure that's going to be the thing, and right? But
who better for him to beat than what I assume will be heel corporate man Punk?
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'll give it the benefit of a doubt.
Roman's got to be.
Well, no, absolutely not. Yeah, Roman Oba is going to be the match in its own right too.
Unless,
and
I guess Dwayne comes back, but like I really hope he finds.
Very possible. It's Saudi Arabia. It's entirely possible.
Moana,
probable
is not looking great. So.
Oh no! Well, they had no fucking reason to release that shit anyhow. There was absolutely no reason for a live action Moana, dude. The movie's not even a decade old.
Maybe Dwayne could do more roles like the Smashing Machine and go out of his comfort zone instead of just being, I'm The Rock. I'm big and muscly and
look at my eyebrow. Yeah.
Like, anyway,
the Dwayne. But
we've been here for 2 years. It has been a ride, and obviously you just saw us squabbling, but that's more just us having to talk some shit to each other because we're boys.
There's a lot. That pimple needed a pop. The pimple needed a pop is what it did.
I could not see doing this without you, man. Like, you and Donnie have become two of my very good, close friends, and I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. Of course, I love everybody over at the Main Event Network, but like, it's
there it is.
It's that cool.
I did. Yeah.
It's appropriate that we hit 2 years. And Donnie, we miss you. I will see you literally next week, and I cannot wait to see you in Marta Time Not.
I'm so mad I'm missing that, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, you do what you can. We'll see Donnie soon. Maybe we'll call him up when we're in what is it? Minnesota. Maybe when we meet up with Pluggo, we'll get those guys on a video call and be like, he's real. It's not just in podcast land. Maybe Wells is there too. But speaking of those guys, just to look back at some of our collab episodes, I want to give some thanks. JPJ, you were the first person on here, and you've been on here 3 times now. Najee, you were number 2. Najee, we need to get you back, brother. I got to text you soon. It's been a minute since I've talked to you. Wells Mania, like, dude, you have been nothing but the best, even though you're a bit of an asshole right now.
Yeah, with your fucking pits.
Pluggo, man. I love that man to death. Wrestle Rant, Graham, dude, that guy is the fucking best. That guy could not. We follow each other on our personal Instagrams now. Like there's genuine friendships we made out of this, and then of course the wrestlers, Big John Crowley, Big Trouble Ben Bishop. Yep. Those are the 2. But Cal Hero, like I would not have become friends with Cal Hero without this podcast. Like, and Mark Esses, who was just recently on. We've had a lot of cool fucking people on, man. And I just want to give thanks to everybody out there who has watched, who has come on, and of course to the Main Event Network for bringing us on in the last month. And everybody at the Main Event Network.
You might have forgotten 1, 2, Kicking Out
pod.
Yeah, that was your solo dolo run, brother. That was a great time.
My solo episode.
How do you forget? Time. That was your standout.
Once again, I'm tired, and it's the odd day for us to do this on a Thursday, but like
it is. It feels
everybody has come on. Everybody that's came in, and all the shows that we've been on between 2 beards, Main Event Network's mixers. I'm still the reigning, defending Main Event trivia champ, and that would not have happened without this podcast. So, like, thank you to everybody. Brandon, let's go through 2 years. What do you think has been your favorite episode you've been on?
Oh man. Oh, that's tough.
Hey, I'm gonna pop another button for this. We're gonna flash some bare chest, people.
Oh man,
PG-13 here.
It's a new Pierce. It's a new year. It's a new Pierce.
I have to get some fucking Cuban links for this.
Get you some zip ties. Oh, but man, my favorite episode. Honestly, I feel like the one we did. Well, I mean, lest we forget, shout out to my boy Pete as well.
Of course,
and
Pete.
H Kane, the local boys.
The boys.
Can't forget them fellas. We're gonna be fucking listen.
In 3 weeks.
We're gonna be with them right up in the Minnesota area.
Kane will be definitely a little worse for wear. He's going into back surgery. Kane, we love you, brother.
Prayers up, brother.
You got this.
Absolutely. Yeah,
and
hell yeah, brother.
Like we said when we were getting our tickets, we're gonna use you to get a Make-A-Wish.
Just take the sign and just put it around his neck. Yeah, no, again, super grateful for all the fellas. Like, and I like to think of this as kind of like we just sit here, we chill, we shoot the shit. I'd like to think we have more beer on hand. Unfortunately, today was not quite so. I did have maybe a little one.
I drank enough last Saturday, so.
That's fair. Yeah, you got to get a little recovery in there. I just had me a little bit of Bacardi Limon with some hot
one
wings.
Beer, 2 beers. You got
3 beers?
Can I get a couple?
We got to add it up. What?
3 beers.
What?
4 beers.
What?
5 beers.
What?
6 beers.
What?
7 beers.
What?
8 beers.
What?
9 beers.
Oh God, it keeps going.
10 beers.
Right, we're hitting double digits, brother. What?
11 beers.
Oh Lord.
12 beers.
I remember seeing you at 10, and I'm like, okay,
And a coffee
it's
with
2 in the
shots
afternoon.
of espresso vodka. Oh, hell yeah.
That's a hell of a fourth, brother. Happy 250, America. God damn it. You know, what a time. Yeah, yes, I love that. I love that.
I'm not playing the
Soundboard.
two that you put in there, just so you know.
Why not? Because they're derogatory towards Jay.
You do it to spite me and Donnie.
That's not even true. They're fun.
4 letters.
No, they're
one word. Yeet.
See, where's the button at, Pierce?
I'm not.
Where's the button at, Pierce?
I'm the person.
What about the other button?
I ain't pressing it.
What about the other button, though? He's just laughing, Pierce. What, you don't love your tribal chief no more?
I will press that one, but the stop one.
I'm glad it works. I'm just glad it works. Thank you for testing that.
Anyway, favorite episode to get back to it.
If you
had a favorite.
Yeah, and I'm having to kind of go through the Rolodex too, because there's a lot of good stuff when, the three of us, Donnie, you and I, were really starting to kind of pick up our comfort back in the old Spotify era, which we got to figure that out at some point here in the near future too. We got to keep pressing
once
that.
He is back semi full time.
And we got to
soon.
Maybe
little foreshadowing,
little post-marital activity, little reunion with the boys. I'm here for it. I'm fucking always here for it. I really enjoyed the episode actually we did with Graham. I also liked the episode we did with Crowley. For 2 different reasons. I like what we did with Graham because
he's been on twice.
The first time.
Okay.
The 2.5 hours or whatever.
I think we went about just under 2.
Was it? I thought it was a 2.5 or.
It
went by real fast.
It was a good time.
Yeah, I love Graham. I think he's a good dude. I think he kind of gels with our vibe. If you catch my drift. I also liked what we did with Crowley and Bishop, just because they're the wrestlers. You know what I mean? And we'd love to speak to more of the wrestlers too. From our local, shows running out of, the Circle or out of the, the Elks Club and shit, right? Or the fellas who stop out from GLCW and all that, up to whoever else wants to come on. We're here, we got beer. Get used to it because we're gonna be here for a while. But I love talking to wrestling fans. I love talking to the wrestlers themselves, the promoters. We can get some of them boys on. Anything to do with this, man. This is kind of what keeps me. This is a good third space from me as someone who's, getting blitzed with work and school, running that dual hamster wheel all the time. I don't know why it's moving because it just is
hamster wheels don't usually move, man.
No, typically they don't. I mean, slowly but surely, right? I got till 2029 till I'm done with grad school, and let's hope that's the longest it takes.
Close, man.
No,
but yeah,
brother, I'll be
agree.
creeping on 40.
It's very much come here. It's nice to shut my brain off and talk about something that I have so much passion in professional wrestling, not sports entertainment. Even though we do like to say we've been sports entertained by things. Sports entertainment is stupid. It's professional wrestling, and it will always be professional wrestling. If I had a favorite, I love all of our episodes. I try and listen to them right as we put them out, make sure they sound good. I think one of the best ones we did was our second episode with Najee, where we talked about what's going on in NXT and who's up next. And the last 15 minutes of it, it was just you, me, and him just geeking out over wrestling. And that's what it's all about, man.
Right.
And just talking graps and just talking shows we've been to and talking about our favorite matches. That was just fun. We'll go into moments. I will give 2. Number 1 is you saying Gunther was buried because you were so far off base, and you will never live that down. For
to this day, I'm pretty sure it's as recent as yesterday, perhaps. No, maybe not yesterday, but certainly within the last week, I caught some shit for that, and that's fine. I had my moment.
I know I say some dumb shit on here, and I'm not trying to disparage here at all, but like, man, you were so far out of left field there that you were into the parking lot. Like,
I'm just glad that I was wrong.
You were.
I'm glad they saw how they fucked up with Jey Uso as a world champion. I'm glad that Gunther.
Jey Uso's win was more about the moment staple. Because he had earned it. And like it or not, he had earned it. And like Donnie said in that episode, he was the top of the card guy. He won the Royal Rumble. He's not supposed to look like a slouch. And that match was as close to a 50-50 match as you could get. And it was 100% not a burial because it took Jay took like 9 finishers to put Gunther down, which, you know, if it was a burial, he would have taken one in the first 20 seconds. And that
but like Jey Uso's finishers are like,
it doesn't matter. It took
Day of Reckoning 2 Garrison Cade's finishers. You know what I mean? Like
Garrison Cade was in Day of Reckoning 2. I think it would have been Lance Cade at that point.
I think it was Garrison. Anyways, but you know who I mean, and you know what I mean, right? It's not like the top tier.
It was not.
It's not the Stone Cold Stunner, brother. It's not the pedigree.
But it wasn't a burial.
At the time,
it was not a burial at all.
In hindsight,
it was nothing. In hindsight,
it was horrible. Wrong. In hindsight, it was fucking terrible, Pierce. It was fucking awful.
There were 60,000 people who disagreed with you.
I don't give a damn about, brother. We got to talk. We got to have a little sit down about crowd psychology and how people will just do dumb shit just so they don't stand out. They will do things like this. 60,000 people will just do this. Why? Who knows? They won't even know the day after.
Because it's fun, and you dislike fun.
I love fun, brother. Me and fun get along great. I sing the song. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
I would think it was me, and this is just me blowing smoke up my own ass here, but like when I said that Ope-Eh was going to, when you had the hot take of Ope-Eh being the Braun Strowman or the Roxanne Perez of the WWE this year, that is what you said. You can look it back. It's the episode we did with Pluggo.
Now I'm trying to remember.
He was going to lose consistently, and I said that was wrong. It was a hot take, and that Ope-Eh was going to get the rocket strapped to him and probably win the world title at SummerSlam. Was I correct? Turns out I wasn't, but he's definitely not Braun Strowman or Roxanne Perez. He is on a fucking planet by himself. And he has proved that I was pretty much at that point correct. And I was told it was a hot take, and I wasn't even giving my take at that point. But I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm blow a little smoke up my ass for that one. Just because I like the reactions, everybody.
I mean, I will say, with a guy like Ope-Femi, like there was a potential there, similar to Breaker, right? And the same with Perez. But
also, for the record, his entrance does not need to be changed at all. Just want to throw that out there.
He just stands there, just does this little. It's like it's AJ Styles' entrance. Like it's blank space, and you got to try and fill it somehow.
It's aura. He's just getting himself pumped.
Ooh.
Brock Lesnar does the same thing. He just
Brock doesn't stand there.
And he jumps. He comes
Brock does a little bit of bounce, but he doesn't do it for like 10 seconds.
For like a two seconds. Then he looks around. Then he starts bouncing. You have to. His entrance.
Well, it's kinetic though, right? Ope just stands there in the dark.
He lifts his arms and kind of he gets himself hyped.
Wait. Doing it in the suit. Wait. And then we can go and we can do the thing. And then it's fine. And we got to put the side screen over here and we got to watch all the fucking people, like. Yeah.
My point exactly. You just like fun.
It's not that I dislike fun. I don't like corny. I don't like corny. I don't like Jim Cornette. I don't like corny.
Oh God, Jim Cornette and Dark Side kind of admit that he may or may not have thrown out some terroristic threats. So
that he felt were entirely valid and he completely
I
owned,
want
which
to
is so on cue
throw
for him.
this out there. I don't agree with most of Vince Russo's booking of wrestling. I think for what it was, he did earn his place. He had some stinkers, but he also he booked Deadly Games. That was his idea.
Mhm.
Like he had some stinkers. Excuse me, being a nicotine fiend. But he also had some really good ideas. Don't think he deserved terroristic threats like that.
No.
And wrestling is not that important in the grand scheme of things. I love wrestling. It's one of the most important things to me, but I'd never tell Brandon that I'm going to do something to his whole family and himself over it.
Have you seen?
We were just kind of squabbling over CM Punk. I'm not going to go to his house and fucking threaten him. And I don't think he's going to threaten me for saying Jey Uso didn't bury Gunther.
No. If I would have threatened you, brother, I would have threatened you that day because I was the thermometer, the mercury was rising high.
The hyperbole, that's one thing I love about this podcast is that, like, I try and stay even keel, and even when I get a little hype, I don't get too hype. And I'm real. You've seen me in real life. I'm not even if I get
a load of this guy.
You know how I am. I'm never really like when the passion comes out, I can get passionate, but when I'm angry about something, I don't even really let it bother me. When you get somewhat angry about something, your hyperbole goes through the roof, and it makes for great content.
And to be fair, I do have, when I do outside of wrestling, like I said, like this is my third space. So sometimes the emotion catches to the diction, the shit that brother, I talked a little bit about that, but like, brother, it's sometimes I just need an outlet. I just need to like, just plug it in there and just be like, just sometimes.
Please don't use that for plugging it in.
To plug it, what's wrong? Is this not the accurate? Here, there you can see the prongs.
Better.
Like that.
Doing what you did before was a little.
Was it graphic? Are we going to edit that out?
Type of plugging.
Oh, okay.
Plugging into a meat socket.
This is a family show. I know.
It really isn't. But anyway, Brandon, what was it? What do you have for a best moment?
Oh, brother.
I'll give an honorable mention after yours.
I gotta think about that now. God dang it, man. There's really like it's all kind of it's a lot. I have to think about like specific moments. Yeah, the discussion we had around WrestleMania last year was great. What did we talk? We were talking about. I want to say this is on one of our Spotify episodes or whatever. I think we just let her rip with the soundboard. Like it was just, I think for a good solid 3 to 5 minutes there, it was just.
Was that episode where Donnie hit On This Day like 14 times at the same time?
I think so.
It fucked up my ears.
It was something, brother. The soundboard was alive that day.
I'll give 2 honorable mentions. Number 1 was Wells coming on, and then at the end of the episode, just kind of going on a speech about us and just being genuine. Wells, we got to have you back, dude.
I will say too, now that we think about it, I did appreciate the fact that, we were going to have Ben Bishop on that one episode, and then we went like 45 minutes. We were kind of writing it off because things happened. And we're just like, oh,
and then he just
we're about to wrap this one up.
And he's like, hey,
and then he shows the and then I was wearing the shirt to him like, Ben, just being a fucking mark. Just being a fucking mark for the big guy.
Number 2 was our Mania review this year. Donnie showed up, and we did not tell Pluggo about it. And then Pluggo did our intro, and then Pluggo's like, Donnie's not real. And I was like, hold on a second. Then I brought Donnie.
Got to interject.
And that was a lot of fun. I lost my camera.
Speaking of fun, what's going on over there, Pierce?
I do not know. I lost my camera.
Oh, brother. Oh, well, now, I guess it's Brandon on the Ope-Eh Freeway Pro Wrestling Podcast. This is my show now, suckers. Um, yeah, no, I will say this, though, if I'm getting a moment of soliloquy. Um, and we talk a lot of shit, me and the boys. Oh, damn it. You broke my
Continue.
moment, Pierce.
Continue.
Oh, was I getting a little too emotional? Was it?
No,
Did you have to
continue.
cut me off?
I was fix my camera.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gone. No, I was having a little moment of soliloquy, as they say. No, I was just gonna say while I was by myself and nobody was like kind of watching in my moment of privacy there. Um, no, it was like me and the boys, like you and me, Johnny, like we all talk a good amount of shit. Um, but I just wanted to state in that moment of vulnerability my appreciation for the ride this has been, for the continued friendship that I have from both you and the Don Man, and from the lovely Miss Marta, and
Yeah, I
from
want to
all
take
the
a
folks.
moment while we're doing this to shout out the fourth person involved with this, because there is a 20-minute interview from last Mania that we did where we sat down with Andrew from What Culture, and
Yeah,
could not have done it without Marta just being the trooper. And Marta, and I want to say this to you and Donnie as well, we love you, and I love you guys. And like, Marta, we can't do this show without you. We hope to have you on. I know this maybe not be your thing to do, but I think you would have a lot of fun. And I will see you next week.
Ope-Eh
And drinks are
forward.
on me because I definitely owe you one for that 20-minute conversation that you recorded. So,
Yeah,
from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Marta.
yes. But yeah, no, it's been really cool. Like it's been a very unique experience for me because like podcasting isn't really something I fancied myself doing.
When it was your idea.
Kind of. Well, yeah, I just was drunk one day. I was like, fellas, like we should start a fucking podcast. Couldn't find Baltimore though, but
that's
hope he's
fine.
hope he's doing okay.
I hope he's doing okay.
Hope we're doing all right.
I definitely did not get a great vibe from him. So,
wherever you're out there, but
we'll talk about it off cast. But like he was, but yeah, like
well, let's talk about people who, like. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, brother. I was going to say, like, well, people, because we've had a lot of good folks here on the podcast, like people who have not been on the podcast yet. Now, my big guy is Dean Matati, Mojo Rawley. That's the one guy who I'm jonesing to get on this year, just to get him on, shoot some shit about the Packers, shoot some shit about, I know he's a big political guy, maybe try and keep it a little light, but, he was in that initial picture with us.
If you want to do that, I'm sure me and Donnie will enjoy from backstage. So,
yeah, he's got a lot to say, but he's tied to this too, brother. He was in our first picture all together.
He is.
So
if I were to have like the dream guest for me will always, well, there's two. Number one is Chris Van Vliet. Hope to meet him again in Minneapolis, maybe do a quick interview with him. I think that would be fun. And then number two is Matt Cardona, and I don't foresee that happening, but like that's another big thing. I'm pretty sure I had Cardona's last independent show interview. So like, and he did not have to do that. A lot of people tell me he says no a lot of the time, and I feel like I just built up a good rapport with him, and like he could not have been cooler. And like I'm glad we got to do that. But like for the future, like people that I want to see. Oh, and also we didn't even say Jimmy from the Q. Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Love you, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Talk to Jimmy almost every day.
Jimmy.
But it's like number 1 and 2 with the bull right now would be the heroes, Cal and David. I definitely want to get Cal on very soon. I've built a very good friendship with him, and and David is just the most kind person. And there's always like if he sees me, he'll make time to stop and talk to me for a couple minutes. And like he wants to come on, I know he wants to, but obviously schedules and OVW wrestling take up a lot of the time. On the content creator side, definitely want to bring Wells back on. We got to get more of the main event guys back on. Mr.
Yes.
OTM, Kyle, that's overdue. And just continue to grow. And growth really isn't the big thing here. It's just about having fun. And that's really what I want to go about. We spent 20 minutes squabbling about professional wrestling titles, but that shit really doesn't matter in the grand scape of things because this podcast is for fun. And yeah, we can have different feelings on it, but that's the beautiful thing about professional wrestling as a whole. You can feel one way about a wrestler and I can feel a different way. You love Austin Theory. I don't care for him. I love CM Punk. Right now, you don't care.
Congratulations, Austin Theory, by the way.
Sure.
Brother, are they evening that keel? Are they putting Braun down here somewhere so we can put Austin up here? It kind of looks that way.
I think as soon as Logan Paul comes back, Braun's going to say, "Here, have this title."
It could be. I would not be surprised.
But it's just at the end of the day, this is fun. It's all love. It's all respect. And couldn't do it without you, man. So thank you. Thank you for
likewise, bro.
Being the kick in the pants to do this as well, even if it was because of a few libations.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we have fun with it. And anyway, especially in this fucking day and age, man, any way to keep friendships going and any way to stay in touch. Because it can go a while with a lot of things, right? Life gets really fucking busy, and especially with so much going on and so many.
My busiest month this month.
Yeah.
Last weekend was obviously 250. This Saturday is my friend's birthday party. Plus, when I come home, I'm definitely going to watch the Conor McGregor fight. Next week, I'm in Canada. The week after that is my one free week. And then the next week after that is driving up to Minnesota. So, busy, busy, busy.
Yeah, it looks like the boys all got their tickets, too. Going with that old Pete, going with that old H. Kane, going with my boy Eric. We'll see about his buddies. We'll see.
I know Pluggo's going to be
work,
there.
Actually.
Mr. OTM.
Pluggo's going to be there.
I think Tino
gotta
is
hook
going.
Up with him.
I want to meet all these people that we've talked to online.
Yeah.
I really hope Wells goes. I know he's, got his job and then a child.
Living the dad life, yeah.
Definitely. If Wells is there and we can get him and Donnie on a video call, that'd be fun. That's
just get a picture of them next to each other. Donnie just.
Oh, and also big shout out to Warrior Wrestling, Steve Tottorello.
Yes.
I know OTM is really the forefront of them, but they've kind of brought us in a little bit. We've interviewed Steve. He couldn't be cooler. Can't wait to see him SummerSlam weekend too. And speaking of SummerSlam, there's also not just SummerSlam that weekend. Warrior Wrestling's doing a show. GCW is doing a show. I was thinking about going to the GCW show. Then I saw the ticket prices and I was like, I'm good.
That Avery Styles though.
And that's very cool. A lot of good wrestling. And then if you missed out on free WrestleCon tickets, that's okay. $30 for 3 days is still a good price. So
it is.
But don't pay the $500. It's a way.
No,
don't do that.
That'd be insane.
But don't want to say it's a waste of money. But if that's in your bag, great. But I don't see a point doing that.
No, don't feed the machine. They got our money.
But that I think just about does it. Is there anything else you gotta say to the people before we call her a night?
Well, what do we got going?
Chat and tell them Donnie's real.
Well, we were talking about our good friend GSM quite a bit this evening, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's carved out a little time to. That's in 2 weeks. So I'm trying to think what we got next week.
Is Saturday night's main event, where we talk about.
I made the damn sketty. What the fuck?
The one, the only NBA champion, WWE Hall of Famer, all around nice person, but he's also evil. You could say he's very nice. You could say he's also very evil. And if you cross him, you are cursed. Danhausen is facing JD McDonough, which should be a lot of fun. I think Danhausen going from the Miz and Kit Wilson to the Judgment Day is honestly one of the smoothest transitions that they could have done. And Dan, can we just give out the what do we call the Rookie of the Year award? I know Danhausen isn't necessarily a rookie, but he's a WWE rookie, and like, can we give it to Danhausen already?
I mean, year one for Danhausen is unlike anything that I would have considered. Like, I know when I saw him debut in AEW against, well, not against Adam Cole, but he certainly cursed Adam Cole.
When he was on the ladder. Pulled out from the
when
ladder.
He was on the. Are you talking about? Are we thinking of the same thing? Because when I remember Danhausen showing up in AEW, he crawled out from underneath the ring.
He was on.
Cursed Adam.
They were pulling out a ladder, and he was laying on the ladder and got up and then.
Oh, okay, yeah. For some reason, my mind omitted a ladder there. Yeah, I did one of those. And then Adam Cole, went ahead and lost that match. But everyone popped like hell for Danhausen.
Because Danhausen is
crazy,
fucking awesome. And you know, if we look back at his debut, that Chicago crowd was too fucking casual. There was a pop, there was a big pop when they heard "You Are Cursed." Then he came out, started doing everything, and then like he just left. And now Danhausen does that every week, and it's the most entertaining thing on the show. That is, you know what, Danhausen is sports entertainment, and that he's needed in WWE because they could have fucked up his momentum so bad after he got over as anybody I've ever seen. And instead, they've been able to keep it going just from pure comedy. And putting him with The Miz and Kit Wilson was the best option for that.
Yeah, he's definitely, like I said, I knew he was big in AEW. They appreciated him. He was definitely like the square peg in the round hole when it came to
he was underutilized.
Sinclair's Ring of Honor. Well, he was in Sinclair's Ring of Honor. I remember watching him and I was like, this dude's not that. And then he got to AEW and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the thing. But then when people are talking about, oh, he's perfect for WWE, oh, you should definitely, I'm kind of like, But then it's like, you know, WWE is kind of steering away from that kind of character, but at its soul, in its core, there's always a spot for a Danhausen. And Danhausen is just living his best fucking life. He got the Blimphausen, he got the monies, he got to curse Liv Morgan. Like it was just he got
little Hausens.
Yeah, he's got little mini Hausens.
When that report came out, you remember my thought on it? Like I was like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. Like, but then the segment happened, and I was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in professional wrestling. Like,
it was needed for a very, very long time.
And then just Danhausen saying the dumb names that he made. Famous Davis, get him! And you know, he punched Kid Wilson in the balls, which I will say,
straight in the balls,
is toxic. I'm not getting up. This is all you get. That's on our
thank you
Ope-Eh OnlyFans that doesn't exist and will never exist. But like, fucking Danhausen. Can't wait to talk about it. And then after that, Graham will be on, and we're going to be talking some wrestling video games. I think we're going to we're just going to round table it. We're going to talk about what we think is the best, what we think is the worst, and then the hidden gems. But Brandon, before I send us home, you got anything to say?
No, besides botching my own schedule that I made. Fucking A. It's like we've been saying quite a few times on this. It's been a fantastic fucking 2 years. We hope to see all you fine folks through the years, through on to year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll see about a 10th. I mean, by that point, I'll be 45. Holy fuck.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, so one way or another.
Tonight, from everybody at the Main Event Network and everybody that's been on this show and will be on this show, cheers to 2 years. Have a beer on us, and we will see you next time.